Home slicers with a capital D. So I'm back. They call me late o'clock on this one because I like to come in at the bottom of the ninth and then give a redundant opinion that everybody always knows about. But I thought I'd take a little moment just to talk about DrDisrespect. This is a man who has, I don't know if there is a streamer that, other than like dumb shit like Ninja that has a more iconic look. Ideologically, this man is the Filthy Frank of the live streaming community. I don't know if there's anybody that has a similar quality of slap-a-dash, I'm creating this shit up on the spot, here's a character, here's an aesthetic, and doubling down on it so hard than DrDisrespect. Somebody that I've never really watched. I think the most that I ever watched was like his first like coming to YouTube stream, because that was at the height of the why did DrDisrespect get banned off of Twitch? Suddenly, out of nowhere, he got banned. Let's hypoanalyze this clip of him looking down at his phone on his very last stream on Twitch, right before he got banned. Maybe it was because he was signing a deal with Mixer. Maybe it was because he was signing a deal with this or that or whatever. All these dumb theories kind of floated around. And then here we are, 4 years later, and the truth is starting to brim to the surface. We all know that the cream rises to the top, but sometimes that cream is a little spoiled. So in the news, as you have seen, DrDisrespect, I guess some Twitch employees have finally come out and been like, yo, the reason that the duck got banned was because he's a pedophile, which then caused a lot of rumination. He kind of made a vague statement without overly denying it. And then he comes out and says, you know what? I kind of am. So what I'm going to do right now is we're just going to start by just reading that statement. Low effort, dogs, low effort, boys. So here's a statement in its entirety. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. Right off the gate, this is going to be a little bit of hypoanalysis on the statement. Right off the gate, he's trying to reach out to anybody that doesn't necessarily know about the situation and say, hey, we're part of a team. We're in this together. You know what? I'm not the only pedophile. We're all pedophiles in this. We're all complicit. So be on my side about this because I'm going to be real, right? I've always been real. I've always been transparent about all this bullshit. So let's just get right into it. Come on, pal. Come on, buddy. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. I call bullshit. I think that he was said, either you're stepping down or we're doing something. This is the statement that was made by Midnight Society. On Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam, aka DrDisrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved, and in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed along with our community of players. See, these are two very different statements. One says, hey, yeah, we collectively came to a decision. And this one is saying, no, we basically told them that you are not being a part of our circle. You are no longer a part of this. I'm assuming as a co-founder, they probably have to make a significant payout in terms of his shares or something along those lines. I'm sure it's going to be complicated in that sense, unless like it's a breach of contract. I'm imagining that at this point moving forward, especially with how prevalent it is that these influencers tend to speak with their fans, because their fans are generally children most of the time, There needs to be these clauses in contracts that you do just almost across the board where if there is any snifflings or allegations of pedophilia or wrongful usage of influence, that has to be the breach clause, because at this point it's becoming so prevalent that like it needs to be stated. Back in the day, not everybody was diddling children, so we didn't need to, tell them, oh, we don't need to put it in the clause because ain't nobody gonna do it. But now it's just becoming it's a nonstop thing. We are hearing about this bullshit all the time. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. So to read between the lines here, we weren't going to mention it because it would make me look very bad. So we all agreed to protect me, we weren't going to mention it. We were going to protect a morally negligent man and not tell the world about these things. And then so they decided to just fuck that all up, right? Because they're trying to ruin me for some poor decision that I chose to do. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Really, that's where it should end. I don't know if there's any justification, and somehow he seems to make it worse. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. The worst part about this, the worst word, sometimes, not one time, not, oh, it went too far, I realized what I was doing and I backed off, and these stayed in my DMs for too long, and then Twitch sniffed it out, and then I got banned. No, I had a regular repertoire with somebody that was below the age of 18, and occasionally I would talk about how big my dick was, or occasionally I would ask what color her nipples were. This isn't, oh yeah, I went too far this one time. I learned my lesson and I realized, hey, maybe I shouldn't be talking to fans this way. No. This was a repeated offense, and that's what makes it way fucking worse. Nothing illegal happened, doesn't matter. No pictures were shared, doesn't matter. No crimes were committed, doesn't matter. I never even met the individual, doesn't fucking matter. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. It doesn't matter. I don't understand how you can justify as a 30-something-year-old man who has a wife, who has a daughter, thinks that it's okay because it wasn't illegal, that this isn't something that's totally wrong, and this isn't something that's going to absolutely escalate to even worse illicit behavior. Granted, I do not think, and I have no opinion, that DrDisrespect is a pedophile or a phobophobophile, or whatever that fucking word is. I do not think that that is the case. I think genuinely that DrDisrespect, because this is around 2017, and this is around that time where he came out with that boohoo video, I was cheating on my wife.
As you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid, and I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful, and I'm probably going to be taking some time away, time off, to focus on stupid fucking mistakes, man.
DrDisrespect is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
I think his wife knew about this at that point in time, or sometime close to that time, or potentially in 2020. So this is something that his wife definitely found out about in the past, They worked through, and now they are continuing to be together. But I guess the question, and what I don't understand, is why did it take until 2020 for them to take action? Why is it that it wasn't? What is it with the 3-year gap? Is it that it started in 2017 and continued? Did it end in 2017? I think those are the details that are missing, because it's still weird that Twitch would allow behavior like this to exist on the platform for years, that contracts would be made with a creator that has these kind of activities with minors. The thing is I think that DrDisrespect is a sex addict. I think that there is some sort of compulsion in him that wants to always be gooning. He always wants to be chunking that dunk, because that's where you get, that's where you get stuff like this. This is, like I said, I don't think that this is something where he has like this inclination that he wants to have sex with minors. I think he just has an inclination that he wants to have sex. And I think he thinks too much with his dick. And I think that he is willing to put his entire career, his entire family, everything doesn't matter as much as that dopamine hit when he bursts all over his chest. I legitimately think that that's all that this really comes down to. DrDisrespect, hands down, is a sex pest and should not have access to people and should not have the influence that he does. Now, do I think that this is going to stop him? No. I think what we have on our hands now, I think we have the Chris D'Elia of the streaming community. We have somebody who is going to ignore the accusations. He's going to keep going, because if we have learned anything through the Chris D'Elia situation, is that you can only cancel yourself. Only you can stop yourself from being an influencer. Which is unfortunate. I'm very curious to see what happens when he comes back from his break. I'm very curious to see if we ever have these DMs leak. Oh my God, that would be so fucking juicy. That'd be so juicy, my boys. But who knows? Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Projection.
But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. To all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. This is a way to diminish and devalue the criticism. The only thing that he is trying to do is say your words don't matter because I know exactly who you are. And also, at the same time, the small niche of people that are supporting him, because he is going to have people that are supporting him, unfortunately. What he is doing is he is bolstering his haters to then mimic this fucking bullshit. You're going to see anybody who supports him, oh, you're just a fucking basement dweller, right? They're pulling the iDubbbz card. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine, but I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. I think the funniest thing about the statement is that he edited it, not realizing that edits are made public. So he edited it, taking out the word minor, and then had to put it back in just because it's already there anyways. You can't get rid of it. It's too late. Probably should have vetted the statement before putting it out. But if anything, he just made it so that it's a little bit more transparent for everybody. I'm hoping, and I'm genuinely hoping, that he has moved past this. This is technically old. I hope that he has set up a very distinguished barrier between fan and creator. I hope that there is no contact between him and his fans. I'm not going to say that he needs to be canceled, that he needs to be stopped or whatever, because I, at the end of the day, don't really fucking give a shit. If you want to be fans with Dr. Disrespect, as I always say, as long as you can sleep in your own bed, I really don't think that it matters. And then you have like Keemstar saying things like so many tweets talking about Dr. Disrespect talking with a 17-year-old. Let me be clear. There is no credible source giving out the age of the minor. We have no idea how old this person was at the time. 17 years old is the best case scenario. So to say this is like fucking duh. Like it's just fucking duh. And then everybody kind of took it as like the way that it's worded, it's like we have no idea how old this person was at the time could mean that, oh, he could be, the person could have been 18 or 19 or like that's how it comes off, right? And with Keem being the ever-present bad guy, it's like, oh, no wonder that this is the man that's, no wonder this guy's coming to the defense of Dr. Disrespect. Ultimately, there's got to be more to this, even though the biggest top has been blown off. I'm very curious to see if there is going to be a response from YouTube. Otherwise, it's just fucking bullshit. It's literally just fucking bullshit. It was such a mystery for so long, and I don't think anybody had, oh, he was a pedophile on his bingo card. Oh, he was talking to minors on their bingo card. It's just absolutely insane. And just seeing the fucking meltdown that's happening on Twitter is just even funnier. At the end of the day, we should all remember, if you are ever thinking about talking to a minor, if you're ever thinking about having an inappropriate relationship with a minor, if you're ever thinking about anything just stop. Literally just stop. No more. Think about your life. I mean, Jesus Christ. I just don't get it. But I don't think we ever truly understand. Why is there so much porn on Twitter? I'm under the Becky Lynch trending tab, and 90% of it is just deep fake porn. What the fuck? Oh my God. And then it's real porn. But I think that's all I have to say about the Dr. Disrespect situation. If you want to subscribe. If you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this commentary bullshit. I think it's been fun. Have your own pieces and pops. But good night.